Hey guys, so I thought about this for a long time. I didn't really want to make this video, but as soon as the comments started flooding into my channel, I got maybe 4 or 5 comments saying that I'm racist, I'm against black people, I'm saying that black people that come to Colombia are all the problem for sex tourism, and I'm grouping them all in and saying that they're to blame. When people accuse me of racism, that's when I get mad, because obviously you guys have seen me posting a lot of videos on here talking about racism in Australia and how it's not on and how everyone should be treated as equals, etc. So when someone accuses me of something like that, I need to respond, because I don't want people to think that's who I am. Because if you followed my channel for any amount of time, you know who I am, you know I'm a respectful guy. So let me just reframe this and tell you what happened. I posted a video denouncing kind of the sex tourism in Medellin. Locals don't like it, they don't want to see it in the main tourist areas where all the families and couples and other people who just want to have a nice wholesome time go. They don't want to see trashy people picking up prostitutes and, you know, just generally taking drugs and partying and, I don't know, just being creeps. Let me tell you a story about this and why it's so bad. Recently, a friend of mine, she had a couple from the US come and visit her. This couple's about in their early 30s. They have a baby too, and they're all out for a dinner out in Provenza. In Medellin. If you don't know it, that's the main nightlife kind of district. And right next to it, obviously, is where all the prostitution occurs. So you see a lot of these kind of shady people around. So they sat down for a nice dinner, and on the table next to them was 5 or 6 people. They sat down right next to the table where my friend and her international couple friends were also there. She just got done telling them about, like, hey, Medellin's changed a lot in the last couple of years. You know, we all used to come here and enjoy a good time, but now we're really trying to avoid it because it's just so seedy, and you see guys talking about, you know, all kinds of disgusting things. You see like 80-year-old guys with like clearly underage girls, blah, 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 blah. So it wasn't even like 5 minutes after she said this, but this group of guys started talking about you know, all the girls they're going to buy and what they're going to do, and they're going to smash this, smash that, and just dirty talk. Imagine if this was your parents visiting you in Colombia and you told them how amazing the city is, and you're out for a nice dinner and there's a couple of douchebags next to you talking about how they're going to sleep with all these women. I'm cleaning it up for the video, but in all, you know, kind of full R-rated explanation. That's not what you want. That's disgusting, honestly. That is why I made the video. And I said that it's awesome that the government is cleaning up the tourist areas and barricading it and really policing it. So they're pushing away all the sex tourism. They're attempting to push away all the sex tourism to another area away from, you know, the families and the respectful people who want to have wholesome fun. Okay. So I made that video, and let me just play the first opening part of this video. This has been exciting me, honestly, Andy, because I'm not the type of guy who does the pay for play or chasing women 24/7 or any of this kind of shady stuff. When I first got to Medellin, I was very disheartened. I was like, oh my God, like there's a few good people here, but what is this shit? Like everyone seems so seedy, and it just seems like a city where all these people come. The first video I ever watched, I went on YouTube and I searched Medellin, Colombia travel, and it was Black Man's Guide to Colombia. I thought, oh, it's going to talk about racism. I watched this video, and the guy just went from club to club to club, talking about, hey, you get good prostitutes here, they're $5, this one $10. And then I had to go to like 2 or 3 videos where I actually found someone who's talking something about substance, which was not bottom level feeder shit like this. Okay. So that's all I said about that video. And I cut out this part because I didn't really think it was relevant to the storyline. It's kind of just talking about me and what I do, but let me just splice that in again to give context of why I was searching for this video. Black Man's Guide to Colombia. What do you think the video is going to be about? I thought, oh, it's going to talk about racism, because I have been to different countries where they look at me very weird and I felt uncomfortable, right? Mm-hmm. So I watched this video, and the guy just went from club to club to club. Yeah, so I do that, guys. I'm not going to mention which country it was, but I've been to a country, or a couple of countries actually, in Europe, and it was very uncomfortable for me. Wherever I was going, people were looking at me. Even if they were eating their dinner, they'd stop, look at me, and just follow me with their eyes until I was out of sight, because I was the only kind of colored person there, and made me feel really uncomfortable. And after like a few days there, I just wanted to leave. I didn't want to be there because I didn't know if they were just curious or they were racist. I'd never been to South America before. I was sitting in my mate's place in Seattle, Washington, and we all decided we wanted to check out Colombia. It was going to be my first stop in South America. So I decided to look up, I always do this, every country I go to, which I'm not that sure about, I look up what it's like being black in this country, because I want to know, what am I in for? Am I going to be uncomfortable? Are they racist? You need to know this stuff sometimes. So I looked up this video, and that the first search result was this black man's guide to Cartagena, actually it was. I said in the video, black man's guide to Colombia, because it was in 2021 in August that I watched it. So 2 years ago now. So I forgot exactly what it was, but I knew it was Black Man's Guide to Something, because I remember seeing the video and be like, oh, this is awesome. Like, he's going to talk about being a person of color in this country and how they treat you. I really want to know about that. So I watched the video, didn't say anything about being black at all. Zero explanation about, do they treat dark-skinned people well? Do they not? Whatever. The video is 24 minutes long. It gets to the 14-minute mark, and from 14 minutes to 24 minutes, it's basically just a playbook of how to get prostitutes, which clubs to go to, how much to spend. He even does like a walking tour of like, we go down this street, go down that street, you get to this place and you want to negotiate. And what was disgusting, he even did a rating. He's like, okay, don't get the girls from this spot because they look pretty disgusting. They're only like a 1. If you want to get like the 9.5 girls, go to this other spot. And that's pretty, can't get much worse than that in my books. Like, traveling for that. It was 10 minutes of a 24-minute video, which is pretty considerable. There was nothing talking about being black. The reason I talked about that was I was disappointed at seeing that video. And people are apparently saying I'm racist now and saying you've picked on the black guys, whatever. And no, not at all. That just happened to be the first video that popped in my search result because I was searching being black in Colombia because I wanted to find out. I knew nothing about the country. I didn't think I said anything racist at all. But for some guys being triggered and some guys are mad. So yeah, I just wanted to jump on this and say, that's not me. You guys know me. Why would I be racist? It doesn't make any sense. To make it clear, when you walk in the sex tourist areas of Medellin, there's white people there, there's black people there, all types of people. I don't like any of them people because I'm not against black, white, yellow. You can be a Smurf, you can be a blue sexpat. Whatever color you are, I'm just against the fact that that is so open to the eyes for everyone to see. For those of us who have more, wholesome interest and want to do more than just travel to countries to sleep with women, which I believe that's kind of a low bar to set. What do you guys think? Let me know. But apart from that, that's it. Just want to jump on and let you guys know that I feel stupid even saying this, but I'm not a racist.